What is the latest with Russell Westbrook, who I know is in Utah, but no one expects him to stay there?
That's right, Greeny. I'm told that Russell Westbrook has permission from the Jazz to go out and explore with potential buyout teams a role elsewhere that might fit. And so he has been spending, he and his agent Jeff Schwartz have been spending this week doing that among the teams that they've communicated with: the Bulls, the Clippers, the Wizards, the Miami Heat. And I think a lot of this is just getting a sense, both the teams with Russell Westbrook and Westbrook with those teams, about what a potential fit might look like, what a role might look like. And so for Westbrook, you look at some of these teams, you know, most of them with history there. Billy Donovan and Mo Cheeks on that Chicago Bulls coaching staff. He was with them a long time in Oklahoma City. His former teammate Paul George in L.A. with the Clippers. And, of course, the Wizards, where Russell Westbrook made a great impact on before he came to the Lakers, helped get them into the postseason. And so I think for Westbrook right now, he's going to take his time. There's a scenario where he had a good season with the Lakers. He can still set himself up in summer free agency by perhaps not playing at all, but there is interest in Westbrook, and I think he's going to continue now over the next days into this All-Star break to see if there's something out there that makes sense to him and makes sense to a potential suitor.
Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports here. As you just saw, Woj announced that 4 teams are interested in Russell Westbrook. As of this morning, Russell Westbrook is officially talking to the LA Clippers in possibility of joining the Clippers after the All-Star break, because it's not going to happen till next week, his decision. So the Utah Jazz has granted him the option of talking to multiple teams, and he's narrowed it down to 4 teams. Now let's break it down for a second. The Clippers, they have all the talent in the world, right? And the fact that the media doesn't really talk about them is atrocious, because these guys actually have the talent. Kawhi Leonard, fun fact, whenever he scores 30 or more, Clippers are unbeaten. And at the end of the day, you know, they have the necessary ammunition to get the job done. And if they add Russell Westbrook, that's cool. Like, you got PG recruiting him, Marcus Morris, Nicholas Batum, all these guys recruiting him. But it just strikes me odd because Jay Williams basically said that there's a management issue, because you got the players wanting Russ Westbrook, and you got the management not wanting Westbrook. So I think that's where the tension is, a little bit of tension, because they don't know what they want. I could see the players wanting Westbrook because they want a point guard, and the management not wanting Westbrook because of his, you know, issues with the ball, wanting the ball kind of thing. I still think he's a great player. I still think he would be a very good fit for the Clippers. But with the Clippers, you have a bit of a struggle at the actual point guard position, because in the last, I don't know, 8-9 games, Paul George played point guard, right? Paul George played point guard, and they were very successful. But I could see Paul George saying that, no, I want to play my role, and I want to get Russell Westbrook the ball, right? Rightfully so, he's a point guard, right? But isn't that why you brought in Bones Highland, to be the point guard? And you have Terrence Mann, the emergence of Terrence Mann. So I just don't understand the struggle at the point guard position. If you bring in Westbrook, you got those guys to compete with. Given the fact that if you bring in Westbrook, you guys are loaded at the PG position. So it just, I think it would be a very good fit for Russell Westbrook. For the others, like Bones Highland and Terrence Mann, I don't know, right? Let's move on to the next one. The Bulls. Actually, let's move on to the Wizards, right? The Wizards have a very different take. You have Bradley Beal, Kuzma, and Kristaps Porzingis, right? They don't really have a necessary true point guard that can get the job done. So I think this would be a good fit for the Wizards if they got Westbrook. He's obviously been there before, and he's had some success with the Wizards. So he would get definite minutes when you're with the Wizards. Do they have the talent that Clippers do? No, not at all. Right? Clippers are just an elite team with all the talent in the world, and once they put it together, you got to watch out for these guys. Let's talk about the actual Miami Heat. Now, Miami Heat, they have a bit of an issue with Kyle Lowry because management, doesn't really want to play this guy anymore. These are just rumors that they don't play him, or he doesn't want to play, or he just claims injury, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm not really beating on that drum because I don't know that. These are just rumors, so I'm not really going to get into that. But what I do know is the Miami Heat are promising him minutes. And when the Miami Heat promises you minutes, it's going to be for real, because Pat Riley doesn't joke around. And Kevin Love is apparently going to sign with Miami Heat. So you have another shooter. You have Tyler Hero, you have Duncan Robinson, you have Kevin Love, you have Jimmy Butler, you have Adebayo, and Kyle Lowry's there. I don't know what kind of situation he's going to get into with the Miami Heat. But at the end of the day, if you're Russell Westbrook, you will get minutes, and you are with a talented team. So it could be the Miami Heat. And now let's move on to the Bulls. Billy Donovan, Mo Cheeks used to coach Russell Westbrook back in OKC. Now they're recruiting him to join the Bulls. And quite frankly, the Bulls are lost without a PG, because Lonzo Ball has been out for quite some time. They need a desperate PG. You have Zach LaVine that can shoot the ball. You have DeMar DeRozan that can shoot the ball. You have a big Vucevic. And at the end of the day, it's just, you are going to get some minutes. So now if you're Russell Westbrook, you have to take into consideration what you do now pretty much is a fortune teller for what you do in the future. Because if people see that you are the Russell Westbrook of the old and can carry a team and get lots of points, got lots of assists, then that just tells you what your contract's going to be for the next year. If you're riding the bench and you're not producing as much, and you're just ring chasing, or you're just contributing a little bit, you're not really going to get paid your next contract. So if you're Russell Westbrook, this is a very tough decision for you. Me personally, I don't know where he's going to go. If anything, I think he would flourish with the Miami Heat. Accolade-wise, Clippers, because Clippers could go far in the playoffs if they got Russell Westbrook. There's no denying that, right? They could go very far with Russell Westbrook in the playoffs. A bit of a PG struggle there, like I mentioned, Terrence Mann and Bones Highland. Bones Highland can play. He just needs the minutes, right? And that's why he got brought into LA Clippers. So leave a comment in the comment section. Tell me where you guys think Russell Westbrook would end up. Is it the Miami Heat? Is it the LA Clippers? Or is it the Wizards? Or is it the Chicago Bulls? I don't know. We're about to find out next week. But as of right now, he is talking to the LA Clippers. So leave a comment in the comment section. This is Jag from Jaggy Sports.